Hey guys, Jeff Gagne, Succelsior TV. Welcome back, episode 28. Today we're going to talk about the great equalizer. We are about to get into business jobs and that side of living your dream life. We've already covered the steps of financial empowerment, but in between we have got to learn how to use our time better. One of the biggest problems, one of the biggest things I hear is, how do I get things done? How can I get this done? I don't have any time. Well, today it's the great equalizer. This is it. There is nothing else that we have that is as even a playing field as time, even energy. Some of us just naturally have more energy than other people. That's another one that's set out there as, oh, we have, or potential, and that's a different case in and of itself. But time, we all have in the same amounts. And how we get to use it is how we have decided that we are going to get to use it. What I mean by that is the way we've lived our life, the way we've written our story from birth right up through today has dictated. So for example, for me, my story is that I wanted to have a bigger impact on the world with Succelsior and running this business and helping you achieve your dreams and your goals than I would have if I had pursued a career in accounting or with civil service or in the military or any of the other things that I did. This is what I wanted to do, so I set myself up. I made a plan. I followed the steps of financial empowerment. I set things up to where I would have more time available for myself to build this business. Whereas if I had remained at a job at 9 to 5 or an 8 to 5 or a 7:30 to 6, you know what I'm talking about. Days stretch, and that's what happens, and we lose our time. We're not in charge of our time. We need to get back to taking control of our time. And with whatever time we have got to use it better. We all say we don't have, well, most people, the excuses, the people who think they have reasons because they don't have time. That's a bunch of crap. We are just not using the time that we have properly. I didn't have time either. While I was still working, I had a 55-minute commute from my house to my base, which was the last job I had, where I had to report somewhere for work. Well, I needed to be there by 7:30. And I couldn't get myself. I was there until 5, got home around 6, 5:30, 6 o'clock on average days, and I was exhausted. I couldn't get myself to do Succelsior dream work at the end of the day. Wasn't happening. So I had to figure out, did I really want it to happen? And if I did, then I needed to figure out some time. So what I started doing, that's when I started getting up at 5 a.m. It wasn't for the running. That came much later. I started getting up at 5 a.m., driving most of the way out to my base, stopping at a Starbucks, reading books, drinking a mocha, and learning. Getting myself a half hour, 45 minutes, up to an hour of my own time to do this dream work so I could build myself a better life. That's what we have to do. We have to find those little chunks of time. And I just start with little. I just read in a book today that 4-hour blocks of time is what we need to get to. And that's overwhelming. We need to start with little blocks of time. And I just took off my master shelf. That top one's my master shelf. Those books left the house with me when we ran away from the Waldo Canyon fire. Excuse me, this book right here, The 7-Minute Difference. I've read a ton of books on time management and how to use time for different things and how to use time to get more done. And this one, I don't know why. It's well written. It's short. It's small. It's short chapters. I don't know why. It just hit me. But this is the one that got me off my ass, using the 7-minute difference to get me off my ass, to get me doing things in tiny little chunks of time. And essentially what the book taught me was, even before I started doing dream work in little chunks of time, Succelsior, my own business work, I was doing things like house cleaning, laundry, the dishes, yard work, cleaning out the garage. I would do it in 3-minute, 5-minute, 7-minute, 10-minute, and 15-minute chunks of time. And if you do that repeatedly, it doesn't have to be a long 35-minute stretch. But if you use those 3-minute commercial breaks, or if you use the 7-minute break in between the hour shows, because I was watching way too much TV, you can get an unbelievable amount done. And these small chunks of time build momentum. That's what we need for our time, because the more time you spend doing the things that you want to get done, the more you get done, the more you will build momentum, the more you will want to get done. It is a snowball going down the hill. Get yourself, whether it's a book, something you read, or just listen to me, get yourself to block little chunks of time for doing things you want to do. Whether it's a run, whether it's cleaning the house, whether it's working on a business, whether it's making that plan, whether it's financial empowerment work, whatever it is, you are important and you need to give yourself some time to work on the things that you need. I'll see you tomorrow. Your dreams are our mission. We're going to get to them one small chunk at a time. I'll see you later.